Today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic. It's a part of GST, and I guess it should be known by every individual in India. It's a very important topic called RCM, which is reverse charge mechanism. Alright, so in this video I'll be explaining you a very basic summary about RCM and how does it work and to whom does it apply and what are the conditions in which the RCM is applied. Alright, so let's begin. Before starting RCM, first I would let you know or may just give you an idea what is GST. See, GST is an indirect tax. The indirect tax is that you have the burden but you are not responsible to pay it. Alright, so in basic words we can say that think this is a seller. You purchase goods or services. You are the recipient. Here you have the burden, but this seller is responsible to pay the tax to the government. Alright, means you are receiving goods and services from the seller, which means with the payment you're including the burden, which is tax, but this seller is responsible to pay the tax to the government. Alright, so this is indirect tax. Okay, so let's see what is RCM. The main topic of today is RCM. RCM is reverse charge mechanism. Reverse charge mechanism is that the recipient has the burden as well as he is responsible to pay the tax. Alright, so this is a very complex, or you can say it's a simple, but idea is a bit complex, in which the recipient himself needs to pay the taxes to the government, which is a bit bizarre as it is an indirect tax, but there are certain conditions in which the RCM are applied. Okay, let's see what is RCM. RCM, here this is the seller, this is the recipient. The recipient receives goods and services, but the burden is by the recipient, means he is paying the tax, but he is also responsible to pay the tax to the government. Alright, so this is the basic idea of RCM. Let me give a simple example. Just imagine that you are the recipient and you need to build a beautiful house. So you think that no one in India is good enough to build a beautiful and like eye-catchy house. So you hire an architect from, say, United States of America. Alright, so this architect is not registered in India. Alright, so this architect is not registered in India. So this architect gives you a service, which means you are importing a service. Alright, you are importing a service. So when you give him the payment, you pay taxes, which means you have the burden. But as this person is not registered in India and you are hiring a service or importing a service, you are liable to pay GST, which means you are responsible to pay the GST to the government. Alright, so this is RCM, in which the recipient is liable, or he needs to pay the taxes of the services which he has received, which means the tax is payable by the recipient of goods or services or both. Alright, which means it is payable by the recipient, whereas in normal indirect cases the recipient has the burden but the seller is responsible to pay the tax. Alright, but in RCM the recipient has the burden as well as he is responsible to pay the tax. Okay, let's see in which cases does this RCM apply. So in case of goods, include cashew nuts, cashew nuts, tobacco leaves. Okay, tobacco leaves will also include beedi leaves. For those of you who don't know what is beedi, okay, you're quite lucky that you don't know what is beedi. Beedi is an Indian cigarette. Okay, that's a quite beautiful definition for it. Beedis are Indian cigarettes. Alright. So, and etc. and few more. And services include 11 services. Alright. This is a bit complicated, so if you would like a further video on it, you can DM me on Instagram at Ankur_Maz, or even comment in this video. Alright. So then further I can make a video on services which services that if you undertake, you will fall under reverse charge mechanism. And a very important thing under reverse charge mechanism is that there is no threshold limit. Is that if in this recipient, if he is under the threshold limit also, that he doesn't need to register under GST, but in case he imports services from outside India and the person selling the service is not registered in India, this person, whatever be that his income or he's under threshold limit or not, this person needs to register under GST and pay the tax. Alright. So let's have a basic recap. In indirect taxes, the recipient has the burden, but the seller is responsible to pay the tax to the government. But in RCM, the recipient has the burden, but he is also responsible to pay the tax to the government. Alright. The cases in which RCM will be applied in goods are cashew nuts, tobacco leaves, beedis, and etc. and few other goods. And in services, there are 11 specified services by the government in which RCM will be applied. Alright. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and even subscribe. I mean, please really do subscribe. And you can give me further more ideas on the comment section below, and even follow me on Instagram and DM me, and kuch baatein shaate karenge. So that's all for today. Thank you. Are you liking the videos, or I should continue the further videos in English? या आप चाहते हो कि मैं आगे की वीडियोस हिंदी में बनाऊं, तो आप मुझे बता सकते हो कमेंट सेक्शन में, या आप मुझे इंस्टाग्राम में भी बोल सकते हो @Ankur_Maz. Please follow me there, and you can please subscribe the channel. And if you're liking the videos, please like. और प्लीज़ मुझे बताओ कि मैं अभी वीडियोस हिंदी में बनाऊँ या इंग्लिश में बनाऊँ, because most of the people like my English, and most other people who can't understand or have a bit difficulty, they want me to explain in Hindi. तो आप मुझे बता सकते हो कि आपको हिंदी अच्छा लगता है या इंग्लिश अच्छा लगता है. I can further continue the videos in Hindi or English. Thanks guys.
Breathe in the air, the light that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together.